Thank you. Good morning, everybody. It is Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson. We are back in Pinckneyville. It's day 2 of the Duster Thomas Hoops Classic as the Carterville Lions prepare to take on the Jerseyville Panthers. As Carterville yesterday was able to win, split their game, Scott Hudson. They started the morning off with a loss to Westland 44-26 in a ball game in which they were right there all the way for about 3 1/4 quarters of the game, but Westland was able to put them away late, and then they get that win last night, a double-digit win over the Trico Pioneers.
Yeah, great second half last night against Trico by the Carterville Lions. Shot the ball extremely well, shot something like 81% from the field in the third quarter, over 60% in the fourth quarter. So Carterville's got to hope that hot shooting continues here today against a Jerseyville team that many thought would be in the winner's bracket, but they were upset yesterday by the DuQuoin Indians, so Jerseyville not happy. Carterville, the magic numbers 2. They got their second win last night against Trico and looking to make it 2 in a row here against Jerseyville.
And what an exciting finish to the Cissna Park game just before. I believe the winner of this game will take on Cissna Park, who won on a last-second three-point shot at the buzzer.
Yeah, and it's kind of ironic that yesterday in a game Cissna Park played against Benton in the auxiliary gym, kind of the same scenario. Cissna Park down by 1, had the ball with a little over 2 seconds to go, had the ball inbounded. Their last second shot couldn't fall, so they lost to Benton. Today they're down by 1, 2.3 seconds left in the game. They inbound on the sidelines. They set a screen for one of their guards who pops open at the top of the key and buries a 3 as the buzzer goes off. So exciting stuff here early in the morning.
Nothing like tournament basketball. You never know what's going to happen. The broadcast, it's made possible by our friends at the Bank of Carbondale's Carterville Banking Center. The Bank of Carbondale, they offer a variety of business and personal banking services, including checking accounts, online banking, and mobile banking. For more information, stop by the Carterville Banking Center or visit their website, tboc.com. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. We're going to go on and take our first break. It's an abbreviated pregame show here as the Carterville Lions prepare to take on the Jerseyville Panthers at the Duster Thomas Hoops Classic in Pinckneyville on News Radio WJPF. We can do it. That'll be good. Welcome back to Pinckneyville. Happy Saturday, everybody. It's Dave McKenzie. Also, we might as well, Scott, go ahead and say Happy New Year to everybody. I mean, it's, 2 days away?
Yeah, we won't be on the air tomorrow, at least as far as I know. So
no, I forgot to tell you. We're going to be right back here. It's just going to be you and I, though.
Oh, just me and you. We're going to do like a practice run. Yeah,
for next week.
For next week. Yeah, Happy New Year to everybody, especially the Carterville fans out there who listen to us and watch us on our live stream. We appreciate it, and hopefully we can do our part and bring you another Lions victory here today.
As we are preparing for the Lions to take on these Jerseyville Panthers, both teams come into this game 1-1 after play on Friday. Carterville last night, finally, it's been forever since the West Frankfort game when the Carterville Lions got their first win of the season. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. They were 0-5 going into that Frankfort game. They get the win 60-49. And last night's win over Trico was kind of reminiscent to that game against West Frankfort, as they were able to get the inside game going with Luke Ford and the outside game going with Justin Johnson. Yeah,
the two key pieces to this Lions offense really came and played well last night against Trico. You know, Ford really had his way on the inside. Justin Johnson was able to find some openings on the outside, hit some big shots. And, you know, those are the two players that make this Carterville offense go. If they go inside to Ford and he gets double teamed, he can kick it back out. Somebody's going to be open, and somebody needs to hit that shot. And that's exactly what happened against Trico last night. As I said, Carterville just shot lights out in the second half of that win against Trico.
As Justin Johnson was the leading scorer, he winds up with 18 in that win over Trico, and it was Luke Ford that winds up with 17 in the game. But the shooting percentages were strong throughout the game for the line. Well, after the first quarter, were strong the rest of the game, and that is a successful Carterville Lions team. Get the ball in the paint to Ford. If the shot's not there, kick it out to the wide open guard, which could be Dylan Moore, could be Justin Johnson, or even Dylan Valerius is capable of putting that shot up.
Well, Coach Hawkins has said many times over the last couple of weeks that he wants his kids, especially on the outside, if the shot's there, take it. Don't be afraid to take it. Look to the basket first. If nothing's there, then pass the ball around. But, you know, Valerius, Moore both shot the ball well last night. And we have to, you know, also mention that Ford didn't even start last night's game against Trico. He came off the bench and got 17. So I'm assuming that Luke probably won't start this game either. But it's not bad when you can have a 6'7" stud come in off your bench to give you some quality minutes.
This is the silver bracket on the winner's side of the Dester Thomas. Teams that went 1-1 in pool play in the silver bracket. If you go 2-0, you play in the gold bracket. If you go 0-4 in pool play, you play in the bronze bracket. We are in the silver bracket, getting ready to take on this team from Jerseyville. They are coached by Stote Reeder, and kind of a good matchup for the Carterville Lions. Size-wise, they're not huge. Should be a good matchup for Carterville.
Yeah, I think so. You know, they've got 6'3" as their tallest starter. They've got a couple of kids 6'2", 6'1", so they're not small, but they're not near as big as what Westland was yesterday, which I think Westland's size really hurt Carterville, especially on the offensive glass. Westland just got a lot of offensive rebounds, turn those into points. So, you know, and you have to also remember, this is not a normal playing time for either one of these teams. We're 10:30 in the morning, so you have to wonder about bus trips. You have to wonder about sleep. How does that affect the outcome of this game, or especially the start of the game? But Carterville's got to take what they did last night well. From the second half on, it's got to translate to today's game.
Kind of a grueling schedule, as there's 4 games in 2 days. Could be, well, it's 4 games in 2 days for these schools. We need to take care of a couple items of business. Number one, yes, the live stream is up and running, and it looks like it's going to hold. We weren't able to do that yesterday because of the auxiliary gym, but if you would like to watch the game, just go in and search Jerseyville Panthers versus Carterville Lions. You can watch and listen to the game here on NewsRadio WJPF. Let's say congratulations to the Carterville Lion ladies, who finished second at the Rangerette Christmas Classic. They took on the #1 team in the state, Class 2A, in the Harrisburg Bulldogs. Harrisburg put them away late. Carterville was within 2 points, 3 minutes left in that game, but Harrisburg was able to pull away and win that tournament. But congratulations to Abby Crane and to Janiah Thompson. They come away with all tourney honors.
Yeah, that's a tough tournament, and there were some other good teams in that tournament as well. But, you know, you took on the best in the state in Harrisburg, and you played with them toe-to-toe for almost full 4 quarters. So nothing to be ashamed of by Coach Crane's squad hopefully they can just keep getting better and better as the season winds down.
We're going to go on and take our next break as it's the pregame show for the Carterville Lions taking on the Jerseyville Panthers. It's coming up in just moments here on News Radio WJPF. Hey, Brian, I'm getting Z100 in my feedback. I'm not getting JPF, getting Z100. Somebody switched the router. Hey, everybody on YouTube, we're going to go on and get into our starting lineups. Apparently, we're having some technical difficulties on JPF. They're trying to work out, but the starting lineup for the Carterville Lions just announced here as Coach Shane Hawkins is going to go with the same starting lineup, Scott, that he had last night in that game against Trico. Dylan Valerius, Justin Johnson, Dylan Moore, and the brothers Garby, Austin, and Grant.
Well, it worked last night. You don't want to change anything, especially when it's only your second win of the season. That seemed to work. The Garbys, I think both the Garbys give this team a little bit of energy, especially in a morning game. You probably want to get as much energy as you can. And it doesn't hurt to have a 6'7" Luke Ford come off the bench as well. So we'll see how things play out. Carterville kind of drifted back to the turnover thing last night against Trico. I think they've got to get back to taking care of the basketball a little bit better. But let's see if Carterville can get their second win in a row.
When you look at the starting lineup for the Jerseyville Panthers, they're going to go with a 6-foot junior guard, number 3, Kurt Hall. Also at guard will be the 5'9" senior, Brett Tuttle. And the over and under, we talked about this earlier on that name, is you said 3.
I said
on
3.
The number of times I call Brett Tuttle, Brock Tuttle, and we'll see how that pans out.
Yeah, well,
I've laid my cash out here on the table.
It's one thing if his first name's Johnny, but when it's Brett and Brock, I mean, it's just too easy to say.
Starting at forward, it'll be 6'2" senior Blake Whitman, and I won't call him Walt Whitman, I promise. We have Lucas Ross, who's the 6'3" senior. He's the center for these Jerseyville Panthers, and then they wrap up with 6'1" junior guard Nathan Goldacker. So you're going to have Hall, Tuttle, Whitman, Ross, Goldacker. Starting lineup for the Lions, Valerius, Johnson, Moore, Garby. As both teams are getting their final instructions and they're making their way here, we're at Thomas Gymnasium and at Pinckneyville as Carterville is beginning play, Saturday play, in the Duster Thomas Hoops Classic. We appreciate you tuning in here on News Radio WJPF. And don't forget, you can listen and watch online. Just search Jerseyville Panthers versus the Carterville Lions. Justin Johnson is going to jump for the Lions. The officials are ready. The ball is in the air, and the Jerseyville Panthers come away with the tip. As out on the point, it is going to be Brett Tuttle. He wears number 11. They work it to the right side down to Goldacker. Now back around to the left as it makes its way to Blake Whitman out top. Whitman has it. Down to the left corner. The shot by Hall is good for 3. and the Panthers are off to a quick start.
Yeah, the good ball movement. Carterville's in that 1-2-2 zone and just couldn't get over in the corner quick enough.
As they lead it 3-0 to start the game. Carterville has the ball. They're moving from right to left. They're in their road blue uniforms with the orange numbers. Jerseyville in their home whites with the blue numbers. The same color as the Pinckneyville Panthers have here at Thomas Gymnasium. Justin Johnson gets the ball down to Garby, puts the shot up, misses everything. JJ gets the board, wide open for three is Dylan Moore. That just as a brick off the side of the rim, and the Panthers come away on the run. As it is Whitman, kick out pass to Hall. He's got 2 threes right off the get-go to start this ball game. They lead it 6-0.
Well, he's not asleep this morning. He's buried 2 wide-open threes. Yes, he did.
He ate his Wheaties. Carterville has the ball on the far side of the court from our perch here in Pinckneyville. Austin Garby double dribbles. That's a turnover for the Lions. That's not the start that Carterville wanted.
No, Garby did get the ball. He kind of fumbled it when he first got it. Did take 1 dribble and then thought he could dribble again, and that's a no-no.
So it's Jerseyville basketball. 6:30 remaining here in the opening quarter. The ball's kicked around, but the Panthers are able to control. Kick out pass to the right baseline. Out top for 3, wide open. That is Hall. He's got all 9 of the points. They lead it 9-0.
Well, Carterville's going to have to guard Mr. Hall the rest of the day because I don't know if his first name's Monty, but he's making a deal.
I'm telling you, we're going to have to see who has the defensive assignment as Dylan Valerius just loses the handle on the ball. It goes out of bounds. 2 turnovers now early on for the Carterville Lions. Shane Hawkins meets his team at midcourt on this timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here, Scott, as we'll see who has the defensive assignment, but I promise you there's going to have to be a change made there. Shane Hawkins has the attention of everyone on that Carterville Lions team right now.
Well, he's probably going to have to come out of that zone defense. You know, zone defense is basically designed to shut everything down on the inside and force a team to beat you from the outside. Well, Hall's hit 3 threes to start this game, so Coach Hawkins is probably going to have to go to a man-to-man and worry about the inside game later.
He stays with the starting lineup: Johnson, Garby, Valerius, and Dylan Moore. And it's going to be the Jerseyville Panthers with the basketball here with 6 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. They hold a 9-0 lead as they do pick up man-to-man pressure and force turnover in the backcourt. There you go. That maybe can get something going for the Carterville Lions.
Yeah, now you got to turn that turnover into some points. Get back in this game a little bit. Still 5:52 left in the first, but you got to start chipping into that 9-point lead.
They need to put something on the board, anything at this point. Take one free throw. As Carterville has it, that is Austin Garby. Gets it to his brother Grant Garby toward the right wing. Valerius leaves it down low for Johnson. He bobbles it, gathers it back up on the left wing. He's guarded defensively by Goldacker, and the whistle and a foul. It's going to be a foul, I believe, on number 22.
Yeah, he came over the back of Garby, but Jerseyville playing a man-to-man defense, really pressuring the outside, not allowing any Carterville players to get open on the outside.
Nathan Goldacker charged with the foul. Nice pass on the inbounds to Dylan Moore. He gets the first bucket of the game for Carterville. It's 9-2, Jerseyville Panthers, as they have the basketball. 5:20 in the game. Carterville needed that bucket in a worse way. Nice job for the Lions as they get the trap, but they kick it out. Hall's wide open and hits another 3, as it looks like it was Austin Garby on the defensive assignment, but he's got 4 threes. It's 12-2, a 10-point lead. Dylan Valerius drives the lane, puts up the layup, no good, and the Jersey ball bounces around, hits the guy wire on the basketball. Stanchion, is that what you call that?
Yep. Well, Carterville stayed in the zone, but they went to a trap zone once Jerseyville got across the center line. But still, somebody's going to be open, and Hall's been open all day.
And he's got a quick release, so you got to stay tight on him. As Carterville down 10, 4:40 remaining in the game. A whistle, and we have another foul underneath. The officials for today's game: Ron Stewart, Corey Miller, and Mike Dannerman have the assignment as the foul is on Jerseyville's. Didn't hear. We'll see who they post. Scoreboard operator, a little slow. It's early, though.
That's right.
Still early. 12-2. The scorer, Justin Johnson, he misses a little 8-footer, but he got fouled, and I think he's going to go to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, he was actually, I thought, fouled after the shot, but he's going to go to the line. And when you're down by 10, if you get to shoot free ones, you better make them to get back in this ball game.
Again, they don't post who the foul was on. JJ hits his first free throw. He's got his first bucket of the game. 32, Tucker Shalley checks in, the 6'4" sophomore for Coach Reeder for Jerseyville. JJ hits his second. He's got two in the game. 12-4, an 8-point lead now. Jerseyville with the basketball. Turnover in the backcourt as they tried to go behind the back. Dylan Moore has it for the Lions. Dumps it down to Garby, misses the layup, and Jerseyville gets the rebound. We got a hack that's going to be called on Grant Garby. His first foul. And the first on the Carterville Lions.
Now we talk about missing those shots in the paint. Carterville did a better job against Trico, but that's a basket you got to have. On a steal, you had the odd man rush, and Carterville comes away with nothing.
Jerseyville basketball in their home whites. Bringing it across the timeline, Kobe Gibson takes it down low, kicks it back out top. They work it around the perimeter to the left side. That is Kurt Hall. Dylan Moore has him defensively now as the shot. They finally missed their first shot that was taken by Kobe Gibson. Carterville gets the rebound. Justin Johnson to Dylan Moore. Now they work it toward the left side. That's where Dylan Valerius takes over. He takes a step, called for the travel. Another turnover. That's 3 now on the Carterville Lions.
Two great opportunities to cut into this lead. One, the previous possession, you had a break down the floor and you missed a shot in the paint. Now you finally, Jerseyville misses a shot. You get the rebound, you come down, and one of those unforced errors. Dylan just walked, and he really didn't have that much pressure on him.
For the first time, we see Luke Ford, and we also see Connor Henderson, who check in, who the last two games have started the game on the bench. The brothers Garby get the starting assignments. That was a walk, and it wasn't called. The ball goes out of bounds, and they say it was off of Carterville. It's going to belong to the Jerseyville Panthers.
Yeah, he got the ball caught on his behind side, and he did walk, but they didn't call it.
This Lions broadcast brought to you by the City of Carterville. Mayor Brad Robinson and the entire City of Carterville, proud sponsors and supporters. Carterville Lions Sports. Hall finally misses a 3-ball.
He is human.
Yeah, Luke Ford gathers in the rebound. So Carterville takes it the other way. Dylan Valerius on the left wing. Inside to Ford. Has his man on his back. Back to Valerius. Now out top to Henderson. He bobbles it. Turnover. Panthers on the run. They miss the layup. We have a battle for the board. Luke Ford gets in there, muscles it away, and we have a jump ball.
That's a quick tie-up call.
It was very quick, and it's going to belong to the Carterville Lions. That was like a workout routine for Luke Ford.
Yes, it was.
It was like he was doing, I don't know what you call that, because I do not work out.
I don't either. Like. Can you tell that I don't either?
We had donuts.
Yeah, I know.
For Justin
I may not eat for 2 weeks.
JJ out on the, me neither. Left wing over to Henderson, now top of the key. Justin Johnson. Luke Ford is fouled from behind as he takes the pass from JJ. And apparently it's going to be on Lucas Ross. We're going to have to listen real close, Scott, because apparently they're not able to post team individual, or excuse me, player fouls on the scoreboard. It's the third now on Jerseyville. Dylan Moore is wide open for 3, overshoots everything. It goes off of Luke Ford. Out of bounds. Belongs to Jerseyville.
Carterville's 1 of 6 from the field to start this game.
They have the basketball. They are the home team in this game. They break the timeline as it is Gibson with the right-hand dribble. Works his way back out top, now toward the right side to Brett Tuttle. Excuse me, to A.J. Shaw. Turnover. We've got a whistle and a foul at midcourt. They're going to say it is on Lucas Ross. That's his second foul.
Ross and Ford were both battling going down the floor. Ford made the steal, got into the front court, and I actually thought at first they called the foul on Ford.
I've got him for 3 turnovers.
That's what I've got. Well, who?
Jerseyville.
Yes, 3 for Jerseyville, 4 for Carterville.
Exactly. Carterville's basketball, more on the right wing. Nice man-to-man defense by the Panthers. JJ now on the left side, and he's picked up nice, tight man-to-man by the Panthers. JJ wide open for 3 from the left wing. Off the iron, no good. Ball bounces around. It's on the floor. Carterville fights. Luke Ford comes up with it. They hang on. Ford, look at him, trying to dribble. He's pushed from behind, battling for the basketball. The foul is going to be on Goldacker. Goldacker, the 6'1 junior. That's his second. It's going to belong to the Carterville Lions. They have 16 fouls, 2:06 remaining. It's a 12-4 Panther lead.
Carterville's going to be going to the free throw line here of the next foul by Jerseyville. There's still 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Johnson, he has to get it in. 10-second call. That's a turnover on the Carterville Lions as nobody was moving to get open for the Carterville Lions, so it's going to belong to the Panthers. You can't do that.
No. Nope.
Jerseyville basketball. Here on the near side, just below us, at Dick Corn Court at Thomas Gymnasium. We have a whistle and a travel. That's 4 turnovers. So if Carterville could figure out a way to score, they could climb right back in this game, currently down 8.
Jerseyville's missed their last 3 shots in the field. Turned the ball over 4 times, but Carterville hasn't taken advantage of it.
Dylan Valerius takes it across the timeline. Connor Henderson now to Luke Ford. Works his way around toward the right wing. Needs some help, pulls up the dribble. Gets it to Luke Stritzel, who just checked in. Justin Johnson on the right wing. Dumps it down to Stritzel toward the right corner. The right pocket, as I've heard it called. Ford has the ball tipped from behind out of his hands. 6 turnovers now on the Lions, and here come the Panthers. Not the Pinckneyville Panthers, it's the Jerseyville Panthers. The runner, no good by Gibson. It goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was off of Carterville. It's going to belong to Jerseyville.
There was some banging going on underneath. No foul called. But Carterville has just started out of the gate slowly. Turnovers have been a big bugaboo with 6. Only 1 field goal in this first quarter.
Inbound pass. He goes over the top of Justin Johnson to take the pass, and that was Blake Whitman. And he gets fouled on the shot. Is going to go to the line and shoot 2. Justin Johnson is charged with the foul. That's his first. Will be the 4th team foul, I believe, on the Carterville Lions. Maybe the 3rd. Free throw is good from Whitman. Not Walt Whitman, Blake Whitman. I just watched Bull Durham, and Walt Whitman was a big part of that movie. Second one from Whitman is good. He's got 2. 14-4. It's a 10-point lead now for the Panthers as we have 1:07 remaining here in the opening quarter. Carterville basketball. Valerius over to Johnson. Tipped away. Another turnover. That's 7. They leave it down low to Goldacker. He puts up 2, 3 shots. Actually, that's Jackson. It's blocked from behind. Fouled, and is going to go to the line and shoot free throws as the foul is on Dylan Valerius, his first of the game.
Yeah, I don't think Carterville's alarm clock went off this morning.
Apparently not. They may still be on the bus.
Yeah.
Matthew Jackson is at the line. Hits the first one. Second one is on the way. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. Downtown Carterville for over 30 years. Certified York dealer and service all brands. 985-2502, or you can find them online, charliesairconditioningandheating.com. As the second free throw is missed, Carterville gets the rebound. Under a minute to go, 47 seconds to be exact. Johnson to Luke Ford toward the left block. Triple team. 1, 2, 3. Now they have 4 guys and a foul as they're not as tall as Luke Ford. 6'3", I think, is the biggest guy they've got. Luke Ford, 6'7", and they're going to crack down on him, it looks like.
Well, here's the problem on that play. Ford had 3 guys on him. Other than Justin Johnson, no other Carterville player was moving. it's easy to defend if you're not moving. When you have the I like to call the odd man advantage, you got to take advantage of it. And Ford's tall enough that he can see over those players, but nobody was moving for Carterville.
He misses the first free throw, so Carterville can't. That was a walk. It's not called. Come on. My gosh, he shuffled his feet 3 times, but they're going to call a foul on the Carterville Lions.
Yeah, maybe the official's alarm clock didn't go off.
I didn't hear who they called it on.
Connor Henderson.
Connor Henderson. So at the line, Matthew Jackson hits the first. He's got 3 in the game. It's a 12-point lead, 34.4 seconds remaining in the first quarter here at the Dester Thomas Hoops Classic. Second is on the way, off the back of the iron. Ford gathers up the board. Dumps it off to Valerius, who takes it across midcourt toward the left side with the left-hand dribble. 25 seconds remaining. Dylan Moore fires from 3 off the iron. No good. Big board by JJ. He has his shot blocked. He winds up dumping it, but I think they're going to say it was a pass. It wasn't on the shot.
Well, he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Justin Johnson is going to be at the line as they call the foul on Kobe Gibson. JJ's first free throw on the way. It's good. He's got 3 now in the game. 3 of the 4. Or 3 of the 5, rather. Looks like Tyler Biddle is going to check in for Coach Shane Hawkins. Stote Reeder is the coach for Jerseyville. He makes some substitutions. We'll get to those here momentarily. Second free throw from number 5 for the Lions is good. JJ leading all Carterville Lions. He's got 5 of the 6. 16-6, 10-point lead now. 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. They're going to hold for the final shot. It's Gibson out top, works around toward the right side, dumps it down low to Jackson. He gets the easy layup. That's how we end the first quarter. It's not pretty for the Lions. It's 18-6, Jerseyville. You're listening to Lions basketball on NewsRadio WJPF. Welcome back to Pinckneyville. It's Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson. This Lions broadcast, it is brought to you by Coldwell Banker Preferred Realty. Coldwell Banker, they're happy to support the Carterville Lions. There is a reason we are preferred, and you can find out why. Stop by and visit Coldwell Banker on West Plaza Drive in Carterville.
Well, I have to report it.
How pretty is it?
I have to report it.
Tell me how pretty it is.
Okay, Carterville shot 12% from the field in the first quarter, 50% for Jerseyville. And they hit their first 4 shots from the field, so they kind of cooled off, but Carterville wasn't able to take advantage of it.
So let's look at the bright side. Carterville is only down 12.
And still have 3 quarters to play.
3 quarters to go. So there you go. It wasn't pretty, but you did your job, bud.
That's right.
I'm proud of it. Jerseyville, they have the basketball here to start the second quarter. It's Dave McKenzie, Scott Hudson, a whistle and a foul out on the right wing.
Fouls on number 22, Tyler.
It's going to be on Tyler Biddle. That's his first. Fifth team foul on the Carterville Lions. Ball's going to belong to Jerseyville, the Panthers. whose color scheme is exactly the same as the Pinckneyville Panthers. Even their warm-ups are the same.
Yeah.
Have that striped pant that Pinckneyville is so renowned for. They tried to get that backdoor cut turnover. I've got them for 5 now, Scott. Carterville basketball. Tyler Biddle at the free throw line, needs some help, gives it to Austin Garby down low. Luke Ford forces a shot up, gets the foul. That's a nice battle taking place inside. Pretty physical between Matthew Jackson, the 6'4" sophomore of Jerseyville, and the 6'7" senior for Carterville Lions.
Yeah, and Luke's battling more than just one defender. He's battling 2, sometimes 3. He's got to be careful that he doesn't lower that shoulder and get called for a charge.
He's at the line shooting free throws and bounces that one off the back of the rim. No good. 18-6, still the 12-point lead. Number 33 is at the line for the second free throw. There, he sights that one in. He just woke up. His first point of the game. Carterville down 18-7. Just underway here in the second quarter, Jerseyville basketball. They work it around toward the right side. That is Blake Whitman. He's guarded by Austin Garby. Back out top, a shot from Cody Gibson, no good. And Tyler Biddle comes down with the rebound. So Carterville needs a bucket here. They work it right side. Justin Johnson into the paint on the right block. Luke Ford has it. 1, 2, 3, 4 around him. Somebody's wide open. Biddle was, but they can't get the shot off. Out top. Catch the ball clean, boys. Tyler Biddle fires from 3 off the iron, no good. It's on the floor, and it's going to be Jerseyville. And a whistle and a foul. I think Luke may have got hit in the eye down underneath. When you get 4 of the 5 defenders wrap you up, it happens. He's getting talked to by one of the officials. They called the timeout for Luke, who was his left eye says I'm okay. Shane Hawkins going to leave him in the game. 18-7 here. Saturday action at the Duster Thomas. Jerseyville basketball. Man, Kurt Hall was wide open, but Carterville closes nicely. But the other side, Blake Whitman fires from 3. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to belong to the Carterville Lions.
Well, after Jerseyville hit their first 4 shots in the field, which were all 3s by the same player, Hall, since then, they have only made 1 of their last 8 shots from the field, but Carterville not shooting well either. That's why they can't cut into this lead.
They kind of spoiled us last night, Scott.
Yeah,
That's
they did.
They were shooting warm, and we got another turnover. It was Dylan Valeris that shuffled his feet. I've got Carterville for 8 in the game. You can't. It's hard to win games when you have turnovers. But Jerseyville, they get it out to Kurt Hall. He has the ball go off his leg. That's another turnover on Jerseyville. Is that 6?
That's 6. Carterville with 8. Jerseyville's allowing Carterville to stay in this game. It's almost like they're trying to give Carterville a Christmas present, a late Christmas present, and Carterville's saying, no, but we'll take a receipt.
We'll see. Lions with the ball. Valerius, left-hand dribble across midcourt. Pulls up. We have a whistle and a foul, and that's going to be on Cody Gibson.
Yeah, the game's getting a little physical right now.
Yep, 2 fouls now.
Number 23, Cody Gibson.
Second on Gibson. Austin Garby. That's 10 fouls on Jerseyville. Carterville in the double bonus now. Austin Garby at the line. And he misses the first. You can watch and listen to the game if you would like on our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube, search Jerseyville Panthers versus Carterville Lions. You can listen to the game as heard here on NewsRadio WJPF. Second from Austin Garby is good. His first bucket or point of the game. Carterville down 10 with 6:11 on the first half clock. Jerseyville breaks the timeline. Carterville man-to-man defensively. Nice job, Dylan Valerius out top. That should have been a 5-second call. Not made, though. As they work it around, top of the key toward the right side. Now back out top. That is Goldacker with the ball to the left side. Kurt Hall killed the Lions in the first 2 minutes of the game. With those 3-pointers, it's a drive down the right side. Right-hand layup is missed, but Jerseyville gets the rebound. Out for a 3-pointer on the left wing. That is Goldacker. He's got his first bucket of the game. It is 21-8, Jerseyville.
Yeah, Coach Hawkins not happy. There should have been a charge call that wasn't, but Carterville didn't get the rebound, and they paid for it with a Jerseyville 3.
Justin Johnson to Garby from about 12. Nice. That is Austin Garby who got the bucket. So it's back to an 11-point lead now. Jerseyville ball into the front court, right side to Hall. Toward the right wing, guarded by Dylan Moore. Dylan's done a nice job defensively since they made the switch on that from early in the game. Hall, he's wide open for three off the front of the iron. Ford gathers up the rebound, dumps it off to Valeris. He's quickly across midcourt to the left side. JJ faces a double team, spins out, takes it toward the baseline. Now works around with the right-hand dribble toward the top of the circle. Over toward Valeris, top of the key, wide open for a three off the iron, no good. Rebound controlled by Brett Tuttle for the Panthers. He takes it down the lane, misses the layup. Justin Johnson pulled up to take the charge, but it was Whitman that went right around him. Carterville the other way, Dylan Moore, Austin Garby. He drives to the right block. Kick out to Valeris from 12, in, out, no good. Rebound to the Panthers. 4:17 left here in the second quarter. Into the front court with it. That is Tucker Shalley. He works it over toward the left side for a three off the back of the iron. No good. The shot taken by Blake Whitman, and it's Valeris with the rebound. Justin Johnson is wide open. No good from three on that right wing. So Jerseyville's going to slow it down as Coach Stoughton Reeder gives instruction to Nathan Goldacker, and we have a timeout, and it's going to be a full timeout. You're listening to Lions basketball. The Panthers lead it 21-10 here at the Dester Thomas Hoops Classic on NewsRadio WJPF. 60, please, 60. Hey, on YouTube, thank you for watching. Glad we got the live stream up and running finally, and it's a pretty good shot, it looks like. Wish we had a better game for you, though. Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson at Pinckneyville High School. Day 2 of the 11th annual Dester Thomas Hoops Classic. Carterville taking on the Jerseyville Panthers. Panthers have the basketball here. 3:45 remaining in the second quarter into the game. Brett Tuttle has the ball. Goes out of bounds. They're going to say it's off of Jerseyville. It's another turnover. I've got him for 7, Scott Hudson.
That's what I've got him for as well. But, Dave, Jerseyville's 2 of their last 13 from the field.
What's Carterville?
Carterville's 2 of their last 13 for the game. I mean, Jerseyville is saying, please come back into this ball game. And Carterville's not taking advantage of it.
Just got to keep shooting. Eventually, something's got to go in, unfortunately. But this is Carterville can either be really, really hot or really, really cold. And more often than not this season so far, they've been a cold shooting team. They'll turn it around, hopefully. They get the ball into Ford. He runs into that triple team, crashes to the floor, but it's Jerseyville that comes away with the ball. Another turnover, the 9th on the Lions. Quickly the other way, out on the right wing, that is Goldacker. We've got a whistle and a foul, and that's going to be on Carterville's Justin Johnson, his second. 21-10, an 11-point lead for the Panthers.
Well, a couple of times in this game, Luke has got the ball down on the low block, and he's done the Cardinal sin. He's put the ball on the floor. You make everybody your size, or you go down to everybody else's size when you dribble. You got to turn and shoot or turn and pass.
Panthers with the basketball. They work around the top, drive the lane. Shot is blocked by Luke Ford. Shot taken by Tucker Shalley, and Carterville's going to take it across midcourt. Dylan Valeris finally does make his way, but it's, believe, Brett Tuttle out on the defense, hounding the Lions. Turnover on Carterville, the 10th. A whistle and a foul. Is it on number 3? Yep, Dylan Valeris, his second. As that's a frustration foul by number 3.
Yeah, another ill-advised pass trying to go from the right side, right corner to the inside.
Austin Garby checks out for Coach Shane Hawkins. It is Stritzel into the game. Free throw is good by Whitman. He's got 3 in the game, 22-10. 2:30 remaining here in the second quarter. Whitman second on the way. Good, and got a couple to get tied up. Is Dylan Moore and Tucker Shalley. Whitman has 4. JJ going to trigger the inbounds. Full court press now by the Panthers as they try to get the double team in the trap in the backcourt. JJ breaks the timeline, but he turns it over. 11 now. The layup no good by Tuttle, but it's Gibson that's able to get the rebound and put it back. He's got 2. Carterville down 15, 2:15 remaining in the second. Valeris, left-hand dribble, works it around toward the left side. That's where Justin Johnson takes over. Luke Stritzel toward the left pocket. Now Johnson's wide open for 3. Rattles that one home. He's got 8. That was a big bucket. Back to 12. But the back door cut wide open is Matthew Jackson. Carterville did not get back defensively. Wide open layup. 27-13, a 14-point lead now. Luke Ford down to Luke Stritzel, who fires from 3 off the front of the iron, over the top. No good. Panthers with the rebound. They're going to bring it back the other way, holding a 14-point lead. Man-to-man defense by the Lions. That is Shalley. Takes it to the rack, throws it up toward the rim. No good. Johnson with the rebound. Carterville needs a bucket here. Wide open for 3 on the left. Dylan Moore passes it up, gives it to Johnson. He wants to get it to Ford. They work it back around toward the right side. That's where Valeris controls. On the right wing, spins, takes it down to the block. Ball's tipped away, but Moore gets it. He takes it to the rack, dumps it down low to Johnson. He gets the easy layup. He's got 10. It's a 12-point lead now for Jerseyville. They take it to the rack. Oh! Luke Ford is going to be called for the foul. That is his first, but at a little layup by A.J. Shaw, his first bucket of the game, and he is going to go to the line and try to get the and one.
Well, Carterville's getting not only beat on the scoreboard, but they're getting beat down the floor as well. Not a lot of contact there, but if Carterville gets back quickly, that play never materializes because he has to pull it back out.
You're right. Free throw is on the way, and it's good by A.J. Shaw, the 6'2 forward, who just checked into the ball game for Coach Stote Reeder. So Carterville is down 15, 30-15. We're under 50 seconds. Another turnover. That's 12. And with a little soft dunk, that is Blake Whitman, the 6'2 senior. 32-15. Carterville. We've got a push from behind as Valerius took it toward the low block on the left side. He's going to go to the line and shoot free throws.
I just wonder how many pairs of shoes Coach Hawkins is going to go through this basketball season. The number of miles he puts in on a game walking from one end of the bench to the other.
It's nothing compared to the number of miles that they run in practice.
Yeah.
As Valerius hits the first.
I would think Coach Hawkins get a shoe deal from somebody.
Checking in is Kobe Gibson. Valerius hit the first free throw. 32-16, second on the way. Off the iron, no good. 32-16, 32 seconds remaining in the first half. Jerseyville, they have the ball. They're probably going to hold for the last shot as they have it out top. They work it around the perimeter toward the left side. Grant Garby out defensively. Justin Johnson now picks it up as Blake Whitman held out top. That is Hall, guarded by Valerius. On the left wing, 9, 8, 7 seconds left here in the first half. They got to go if they're going to get the shot. 4, 3, 2. Hall was probably the one they wanted to shoot. They don't get the shot off at the buzzer, and that's how we end the first half. It's a 16-point lead for the Jerseyville Panthers. It's 32-16. Your Wild Hog halftime show is next on News Radio WJPF. Are we going to do what? Brian? I think we're in this gym. We're good for both games, I believe. Oh. Yes, we will have a regular post game. Sorry. Yes, sir. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Okay. Welcome back to Pinckneyville. Happy Saturday, everybody. Also, Happy New Year from everybody here at NewsRadio WJPF, Sports Voice, and River Radio, Max Media. We appreciate you listening to our stations. We appreciate you listening to the Carterville Lions. Wish we could paint you a prettier picture. And I hate sounding so negative about this Lions team. They played decent last night against Trico. They shot well in that second half, and was hoping maybe that was something that they could build on coming into this game here at the Duster Thomas Hoops Classic. But they are as cold as it is outside, or as cold as it's going to be this weekend for New Year's Day in the Southern Illinois region and around the country. They're even colder on the floor, Scott.
Yeah, Carterville only shot unofficially 25% from the field. Jerseyville shot 41%. And you have to remember, Jerseyville made their first 4 shots from the field, all by the same person, all threes. But they went ice cold after that. They only had 6 field goals the rest of the first half, but Carterville couldn't take advantage of it. Why? Because they were cold from the field, and Carterville had 12 turnovers, which gave Jerseyville more opportunities to miss more shots. Jerseyville had 7 turnovers, both teams with 14 rebounds. Ford led Carterville with 6. Whitman and Jackson and Shalley all had 3 to lead Jerseyville. But the big story in this first half for Carterville, we've said it before, we've seen it before, poor shooting and turnovers have doomed the Lions to this point.
Well, when you look at the scoring, we'll start with the home team here in this game, the Jerseyville Panthers, and head coach Stote Reeder. They were led in that first quarter by Kurt Hall, who just killed the Lions from the three-point arc. He is their shooting specialist, and the first minute and a half, he winds up with 3 three-pointers. He hits one a little bit later. He's got 12 to lead the Panthers. Also with 6 points, Blake Whitman. You have Nathan Goldacker with 3 points in that first half. Kobe Gibson with 2. It was Matthew Jackson with 6 and A.J. Shaw with 3. And one of the stats that we've been talking about, Scott, for this tournament and actually all season for the Lions is their points in the paint. They have missed so many, just what we call a bunny shot, right underneath 3, 4, 5. In this game, points in the paint. Carterville has 4 points in the paint. Jerseyville has 10 points in the paint. Those are layups. Got the dunk on 1. Points off turnovers. Carterville has 4. Jerseyville has 9 points off Carterville turnovers. Carterville has 12 turnovers in the first half.
Well, again, Carterville with 12 turnovers, 9 points coming off those 12. Let's say you cut those turnovers in half, and let's say that cuts Jerseyville's points off those to 4 instead of 9. Well, that's 5 more points. So, you're talking about an 11-point deficit or 10-point deficit instead of a 16-point deficit. Carterville didn't get a lot of shots in the paint in that first half. They were turning the ball over, and they were missing some outside shots. Carterville's first field goal of the game was Dylan Moore going to the rack, down the lane and scoring. So it hasn't been so much that they've been missing the shots in the paint because they haven't been in the paint that much. But they're just cold shooting from the outside when they have been open. And, they've got to come out in this third quarter, and they have got to shoot the ball better and cut into this lead because Jerseyville, they haven't convinced me that they're a great shooting team yet. They got off hot, yes, but they were just woeful after that. But Carterville didn't take advantage of it. That's going to have to change in the second half.
We're going to go on and take another break. When we return, we're going to continue on our Wild Hog halftime report. It is 32-16, Jerseyville with a 16-point lead on the Lions. You're listening to Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. Hey, Brian, had somebody switch the router on the Lucy? That's what I thought. Thank you. Back at Pinckneyville, 32-16, Jerseyville with a 16-point lead. You just heard the Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal ad. We're going to choose our Joe's Lawn Care star of the game at the conclusion of this contest. Right now, Scott, for Carterville Lions, I don't know who I would give it to. I'd have to give it probably to somebody on Jerseyville, but we're going to do that in the postgame show here at the Duster Thomas. It is 32-16. It's the Wild Hog halftime show. Stop by the Wild Hog. They are your Carterville Lions post-game gathering spot. Great food, great beverages at the Wild Hog. Drink specials and food specials every day. Plus, if you go in with your Carterville gear showing the logo that you're wearing it, you're going to save 10% off your bill. Just let your server know. We love Bob and the gang at the Wild Hog. Stop by at your Carterville post-game location. The Wild Hog. Take the Wolf Creek overpass and turn west on Commercial Drive. You'll run right into the Wild Hog. That's wild with a Y. The Wild Hog. The Wild Hog halftime show on News Radio WJPF. Sorry about that. Yes, sir. Back at Pinckneyville, we're just starting play here in the second half as Carterville starts off with the ball. They're down 16, 32-16. We appreciate you tuning in and listening to Lions basketball on News Radio. WJPF, Dylan Valerius out top. Carterville working from left to right now. They get the ball down low. Grant Garby drop step, puts it up. No good. Rebound comes off to Lucas Ross for the Panthers. They have the 16-point lead out top. Wide open for three is good for A.J. Shaw. He's got 6 points here in the game, and he didn't start. 35-16. Panthers with the lead. Garby, Austin Garby, leaves it for Justin Johnson. The Carterville Lions work it around to Valerius. Steps inside to about 12, passes back out top. Johnson's going to fire from three. Good.
Well, hopefully Justin can get going here in the second half and close this gap.
13 now for JJ in the contest. He's got 13 of the 19 points scored by the Lions. Just underway in the second half, Panthers with the basketball, 35-19, the lead. From three, the shot misses everything. Garby gets the rebound, but he throws it away, taking it to the rack. Hall, he misses the easy layup, but it is Whitman that gets the rebound and the putback for the Panthers.
Boy, when it rains, it pours.
12 turnovers on the Lions in the first half. That's the first here in the second. 13. And I believe I had them for Panthers for 7 first-half turnovers.
A double dribble on Garby, Austin Garby. He did catch the ball and dribble once, picked it up, couldn't find anybody, and either forgot that he couldn't dribble or was hoping the official didn't notice. And 2 turnovers already in this third quarter.
37-19. Panthers with the basketball toward the left side, back out top to Kobe Gibson. Works around toward the right. Nice pass down low on the right block to Whitman. He gets the little turnaround bank shot. Good. He has 10 in the game for the Panthers. Down low, they get it to Garby. He gets the bucket and the foul. Nice job by Grant Garby fighting off the defender, and he's able to bank that one home.
Yeah, good job by Garby to keep the defender to his right. He got it to go in off the glass and drew the foul. They need more of that in this second half.
I didn't hear who the foul was on.
I didn't
catch
either.
that. Garby's at the line for the and one for the Lions. Shot is on the way and good. He's got 3. Nice to need Grant to kind of be nice if we get him hot. Maybe claw back in this 17-point lead now for the Panthers. Out top, that is Gibson, behind the back, works around, gets it onto the right elbow, drop step, shot blocked. The shot taken by Lucas Ross. Nice job defensively. The ball goes out of bounds. It's off the Panthers, and it's Carterville basketball.
Well, Pinckneyville, or Jerseyville.
I've been fighting that too, buddy.
Man, I called them Jacksonville. I've called them Pinckneyville.
Yep.
I don't know how many villes are left. If I don't call them Carterville. Carterville's got to start scoring from the outside.
Whistle and a foul out top. That's going to be on Brett Tuttle. I have not called him Brock Tuttle.
No, I have no.
So far, I got the money.
Yeah, Vegas just texted me, said they're a little worried that they're going to lose out on this.
This Lions broadcast, it's brought to you by our friends at the City of Carterville. Our Brad Robinson and the entire City of Carterville, proud sponsors and supporters of your Carterville Lions sports. JJ triggers the inbounds. Ball's tipped out of bounds. They're going to say it was off of Brett Tuttle. It's going to belong to the Lions right in front of the Carterville Lions bench. This is day 2 of the Duster Thomas. It is the Pinckneyville Panthers, the defending champions. Last year they beat the Benton Rangers to win the championship. Can they do it back-to-back years? Come on over to Pinckneyville. Still plenty of games to go. Whistle and a foul. That's going to be on Tuttle. That is at least 2. Let's see if that was 3. That is his 3rd. So end of the game for the Panthers. Kobe Gibson, the 6-foot senior. Ball belongs to the Lions. Wide open. JJ has to pass up the 3. Takes it inside the paint. Leaves it for Valerius. Now they work it over to Johnson on the left wing. Off the back of the iron. Off the top of the backboard. Turns it over, belongs to Jerseyville.
Well, JJ passed up in a 3 right in front of us on the left wing. Then Valerius passed up a 3. At this point, if you've got an open shot, you've got to take it down by 17. And I know you can't take all threes the rest of the game, but when they're there, you got to take them.
Quickly into the front court from the left baseline. No good. Rebound controlled by Justin Johnson. 17-point lead, 4:50 left in the third quarter. Carterville could use a couple of big buckets. That is Henderson. Leaves it for Justin Johnson toward the right wing. Now they work it around to the left. Dylan Moore on the left baseline to Garby. Back to Moore. His shot is blocked. He gets the foul, and it's going to go to the line. Shoot 2.
And when you get an opportunity to score, the clock stopped, you got to do that as well. Game's not out of reach, but you've got to start chipping into this lead.
Timeout taken by head coach Stote Reeder of the Panthers. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll pause as well. Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. Thank you for tuning in to Lions basketball here on News Radio WJPF. I'm Dave McKenzie. He's Scott Hudson. And at the line is going to be Dylan Moore to shoot 2 free throws for the Carterville Lions. First one is on the way. Moore hits it. He's got 3 now in the contest. Second one is on its way. Good for Dylan Moore. Got to hit those free ones, and he's done that so far. He's got 4, 39-24. It's a 15-point lead. Carterville slowly getting back into this contest. As the Panthers have it, out top. They kick it out toward the right wing. Hall is open. He buries the 3 from there. That's his first bucket in a while. He's got 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3-pointers in this game. That should have been easy math. I shouldn't have had to count that. 5 times 3. Turnover on the Lions. They head the other way. The Panthers do. They miss the layup, and Justin Johnson gets the rebound. Nice job defensively by JJ. 3:54 remaining here in the third. 42-24 down low. They dump it to Garby. He gets it partially blocked from behind, hits it underneath the rim. Quickly the other way, right straight to the rack. That is Whitman. He gets the bucket. He's got 12. 44-24, 20-point lead for the Jerseyville Panthers. Carterville works it back across the timeline. JJ out on the left wing. Justin Johnson, number 5, the senior for Shane Hawkins. Down toward the right pocket. That is Moore. Leaves it for Henderson. Finds a cutting Grant Garby. Good for Garby. He's got 5 in the game. 44-26. 3:10 remaining. Right-hand dribble out top. That is Goldacker for the Panthers, guarded by Connor Henderson. The refs say the ball was tipped. It goes in the backcourt. Wide open from 3 on the left baseline. Good. A.J. Shaw with 9 points as he was wide open. 47-26, a 21-point lead. Dylan Moore out top to Johnson, who's going to fire from 3 off the iron. No good. Rebound comes off to the Panthers. 2:39. They take it right straight to the rack. JJ tips it up top. It's out of bounds. They're going to call Justin Johnson.
Jerseyville's had some wide open looks, especially from beyond the arc in this third quarter. I don't know if Carterville's tired, if they're just it's missed assignments, but normally you don't see players that wide open taking shots.
Blake Whitman at the line shooting 2, misses the first. So it's going to be Luke Stritzel, Tyler Biddle, Luke Ford, Fidel Campbell checking in. Valerius comes out, Moore comes out, Grant Garby checks out, Connor Henderson checks out. So on the floor it's Ford, Fidel Campbell, number 23, Tyler Biddle, Luke Stritzel, I don't see who that is down on the other shot. Is the free throw from Whitman's no good. Justin Johnson, the 5th Lion on the floor. Takes it toward the left side, leaves it for Stritzel. Now to Fidel Campbell out toward the left wing. Fidel brings some energy to this Carterville Lions team. Luke Ford gets fouled on the baseline. They're going to say it actually, the ball was tipped out of bounds by Kobe Gibson. It's going to belong to the Carterville Lions. 21-point lead for the Panthers. 2:24 remaining here in the third quarter. Triggered to inbound to Ford. Hands it off to Stritzel toward the left wing. Gets it to Tyler Biddle. He works around between the circles. Now back. Takes it to the block. Puts the ball on the floor. It's bounced around, tipped around, and it's a turnover on the Carterville Lions. That is 4 here in the half. 16 for the game. 2:05 remaining in the third. Gibson drives the rack, throws it at the board, no good. Rebound, put back, no good. And the Panthers gather in the rebound. As it's Gibson out top, between the leg dribble, drives to the right block, throws it up, a whistle before the shot. Oh, they're saying it's on the shot. He's going to get to shoot 2. Foul is on the Carterville Lions.
Lions this game took a bad turn right at the start. 4 threes to start this game by Hall of Jerseyville, and they haven't looked back since. Carterville made a couple of mini runs in that first quarter, but Jerseyville's just had every answer in this game.
As Gibson is able to hit both free throws. He's going to check out now. Into the game is going to be Will Melford for the Panthers, as both coaches starting to get into their bench. We still have a quarter to go, and it's a 23-point lead for the Panthers. As Luke Ford sets a pick for Luke Stritzel. Now the ball to Ford, gets it to Johnson, throws it in the backcourt, but it was tipped. Johnson comes away with it. Stritzel wide open on the right pocket. Now it's Johnson toward the right wing. Into the paint for Ford. Finds a cutting Fidel Campbell. He tries to lay it up. He has the shot partially blocked, no good. And it is a turnover on the Lions. 5 now on Carterville. Spin move into paint. Layup is good. That is Tucker Shalley with the bucket for the Panthers. His first bucket of the game. Tyler Biddle into Luke Ford. 1:05, 65 seconds left. Wide open for 3. Stritzel shoots, no good. Ford gets the rebound, takes it to the hole, puts the shot up, gets the bucket, and the foul. The hoop and the harm, as Darren Kennard would say.
Now Luke's been frustrated a little bit in this game, but when he gets the ball on the inside, he's got one thing on his mind. That's get to the glass as quick as possible, and if anybody's in my way,
get out.
Good luck.
Good luck. 4 new players in for the Panthers. 51-29. 58.4 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Thank you for listening to News Radio WJPF. It's a pleasure to bring you Carterville Lions sports, even when they do lose. You never know which team is going to show up, and it's as a fan, as a player, as a coach, it's frustrating.
But you always know we're going to show up.
Yeah, we'll show up. We'll talk about it. Panthers are working around the perimeter. Looks like they're going to try and hold for the last shot here to end the third quarter. Carterville man-to-man. On the floor, Stritzel, Biddle, Ford, Justin Johnson, and Fidel Campbell for the Carterville Lions. 22-20 seconds remaining. Panthers with the ball in the home whites. It's not the Pinckneyville Panthers, it's the Jerseyville Panthers. The baby blue color, 9 under 10 we go, 8-7-6. They try to get that backdoor cut. They get it. Hall misses the layup. Rebound is put back, and a whistle and a foul. Luke Stritzel charged with the foul for the Lions, so it's going to put number 34, A.J. Shaw, the 6'2 senior forward, at the line with 3.4 seconds remaining in the third. He misses the first. Third team foul on the Lions, 5 team fouls on the Panthers. couple of new players check in for the Panthers. Number 22, Nathan Goldacker. Number 0, Will Melford checks back in. Second one, no good. Johnson gets the rebound. 1 second left, loses the handle. That's how we end the third quarter. It is 51 for the Panthers, 29 for the Lions. Fourth quarter action up next on News Radio WJPF. Fourth quarter action is on the way. It's Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson. The Carterville Lions getting hammered here in this third game of the Dester Thomas Hoops Classic. It is 51-29, Jerseyville Panthers.
Carterville shot 33% in the third quarter, 46% for Jerseyville.
8 minutes to go. Panthers with the ball to start play here in the fourth. This Lions broadcast, it is brought to you by our buddies at Coldwell Banker Preferred Realty. There you're happy to support Carterville Lions. There's a reason we are preferred. Find out why. Located on West Plaza Drive in Carterville. Whistle and a foul. Oh, the ball goes out of bounds. It belongs to the Jerseyville Panthers. 51-29, little lob pass into the paint. And the putback shot is good by Blake Whitman. 14 for Whitman. It's 53-29, Panthers. Tyler Middle gets the ball in the paint. Luke Ford loses the handles. The entry pass was tipped away, but the Panthers, they turn it right back over. I've only got them for 2 this second half. Wide open from about 15. Fidel Campbell buries it for the Carterville Lions.
Yeah,
is that Fidel Campbell's first bucket of the game?
It is.
Of the year?
Good for him.
He scores. Carterville wide open for 3 was Hall. His shot bounces around twice. We got a whistle and a foul. It is going to be on the Panthers. I believe it's going to be on Lucas Ross.
Fouls on number 13, Lucas Ross. It's his 5th foul.
His 5th foul. He checks out. He's done for the day. 53-31, a 22-point lead for the Panthers. Tyler Biddle comes across the timeline to Justin Johnson over veering toward the left side. Just outside the three-point arc. Over to Biddle. Nice backdoor cut by Campbell. Ball was tipped away. Carterville controls. Now wide open. They get it into Ford. That pass is tipped away, but Carterville controls. Campbell across the timeline. He puts the ball on the floor, turns it over. 7 in the second half turnovers for the Lions. Quickly the Panthers into the front court. Down low, shot, foul. At the line is going to be Blake Whitman, shooting 2 free throws.
Barring a miracle comeback by the Lions, they will play at 4 o'clock this afternoon against Alney, who lost on a buzzer beater to Cisna Park at 9 o'clock this morning.
First free throw from Blake Whitman is good. That's at 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock.
In this gym?
And
second one from Whitman is good. He's got 16. You want to look at this book?
I'll wait till the gentleman behind me moves out of the way.
Luke Stritzel has the ball. Right corner, the ball is tipped away. Another turnover on the Lions. That's 8. They get quickly out on the break. A block from Justin Johnson on the layup.
Yes, that game will be here in Thomas Gym. So we will be able to keep our gear right here, not have to pack up like pack mules and move over to the auxiliary gym.
Hey, we were talking last night. You and I were talking on the drive. Next Friday, the Sparta Bulldogs come to Carterville High School. That's the only game we have next week. And then the following week, we take on the Pinckneyville Panthers.
Yeah, here.
And then the week after that, we get into the Midwinter Classic.
And we do know that Carterville will be in the same pool as Marion, Heron, and Caro.
Second free throw from Whitman is good. He's got 18 for the Panthers. It's a 57-31 lead, 26-point lead now. Connor Hawkins just checked in, fires from three, tipped out of bounds. Scott, get that ball.
You know what? I would, but I would have to move.
It's right here below us. Goes out of bounds off the lines. It's going to belong to the Panthers. We're going to have your Wild Hog postgame show. Coming up, we're going to choose our Joe's Lawn Care star of the game. As the clock continues to roll, under 5:50 left in the game. Panthers have the ball and the 26-point, or the 20, I've lost track now. I got to do math. 31, 41, 51. That's a 26-point lead. The shot no good by the Panthers, but Carterville turns it right over. They get it right back, heading the other way. Fake the three, wide open from three, top of the key. They decide to show mercy and not shoot. It was wide open. Kobe Gibson just stands and dribbles. Tyler Biddle puts minimal pressure, enough that they have to move with the ball. Bump out on Tyler Biddle, and that is going to be the third on number 22 for the Lions. 16th foul now on the Carterville Lions. Nicholas Laird checks in. Fidel Campbell is going to head to the bench. We've got a timeout that is called. Called by Coach Shane Hawkins. It's a full. We're going to take a break as well. It is 57-31. Panthers with the lead. It's Lions basketball. News Radio WJPF. If you're watching online, thank you on the YouTube channel. We appreciate it. Good. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by our friends at Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in downtown Carterville for over 30 years. They are a certified York dealer, and they service all brands. Call 985-2502. Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating.com. They just came over to the house yesterday, Scott. Checked out everything on the heater.
This is the time of year to make sure you got everything working.
Visit Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating.com. 5:06 remaining in the contest, 57-31. Jerseyville Panthers firmly in control. They're going to play at 5:30 this afternoon against Cessna Park, who, as Scott mentioned, hit that buzzer beater in the game just prior to ours. And they'll play at 5:30 here on Dick Corn Court at the Duster Thomas Gymnasium at the Duster Thomas Hoops Classic 2017. Wholesale changes being made by the coach from the Jerseyville Panthers. That is Stote Reeder. I like that name, Stote.
Well, you did very good on not calling Mr. Tuttle Brock Tuttle today.
Thank you. Thank you.
I didn't do so well on the Jerseyville name.
You can buy lunch.
Okay, I think I know where we're going.
The over and under was 3 on that. Tyler Biddle, they work it around toward the other side. That is Laird on the left wing. And now into the game, Carson Pearson. The shot from Cameron Hall is blocked. They head the other way. 4:20 remaining in the game. 57-31, 26-point lead for the Panthers. as they have some of their underclassmen in. That is Will Melford, the junior guard. Nice cut to the rack taken by David Rogers, the junior guard. Misses. Carterville controls the rebound. Under 4 to play. Biddle gets it down low to Hall. Now Laird. Now over toward the left wing to Biddle. Wide open. Connor Hawkins in the game, the son of Coach Shane Hawkins. Carterville works the ball around the perimeter. They get it to, that is Pearson, who misses the shot. Biddle gets the rebound, and they maintain control. Swing pass is tipped away, but Nicholas Laird tracks it down for the Lions. Carson Pearson to Laird. Now wide open Biddle on the right baseline. He takes it into the paint, dumps it open over to Hawkins. He shoots, no good. Rebound tracked down by the Lions. Cameron Hall, the 5'11 sophomore, works it around toward Nicholas Laird. He drives the baseline, puts the shot up from 8, bounces around, rims out though. Nice look as it's the Panthers that gather in the rebound. 3 minutes remaining in the contest. With the ball, David Rogers down into paint. They get it to Matthew Jackson. He puts the shot up and good for the Panthers. He's got 8 in the game. Carterville into the front court quickly. Tyler Biddle, right wing. He gets tripped, and it was Pearson that stepped out of bounds, but it's not called on the Lions. Carterville with the ball. They work it back around. Biddle's going to step into a 3 off the back of the iron. No good. Tipped out of bounds by Carterville's Cameron Hall. It's going to belong to the Panthers. That is 10, 12. Is that 22 turnovers? Somewhere close. You don't have to give me an exact count. It's close.
I've got them for 21.
Okay. 2:22 remaining in the game. Wild Hog postgame show coming up. We'll have to choose our Joe's Lawn Care star of the game. A nice backdoor cut, tipped up, missed by the Panthers. Carterville comes away with the rebound. Nice look though. Just couldn't convert it. Tyler Biddle into the front court, over toward the right wing. Connor Hawkins, left-hand dribble, runs into a trap. Tries to get out of it, throws over the top. Another turnover on the Lions. Quickly the other way. It is Tucker Shalley. The ball goes out of bounds. Oh, they got a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, Biddle just came down on his back and grabbed a hold of him like he was riding a rodeo bull. Well, if nothing else, Carterville is consistent. Carterville had 4 field goals in the first half. And to this point, they only have 4 field goals in the second half.
First free throw from Rexing is good. His first point of the game. Second is on the way. Good. 61-31. 30-point lead. 1:50 remaining in the contest. At this point, the only thing I have to look forward to is something smells good.
That's right.
It's
and it's not me.
Another turnover. They take it to the rack.
Whoa.
Get the flush. Quickly, that is Tucker Shalley. Man, rim rattling
And he
right
doesn't
there.
even play hardly. That's what's scary.
He's got 4 in the game. 75 seconds remaining in the contest. 63-31, 32-point lead. Connor Hawkins, he pops for 3. He's on the board.
Shoot it.
Tips the pass out of bounds. That is Hall that gets his hand on it. It's going to belong to the Panthers, and we have a running clock. 29-point lead. Is that a 30? Is the 30 points the running clock rule?
Yeah, in tournaments it is.
In tournaments. As the drive put up by Will Melford, no good. Carterville comes away with the basketball in the backcourt. Carson Pearson is able to break away, gets it into the front court. Cody Rector into the game. Connor Hawkins dumps it down to Hall. He drives, puts the shot up, no whistle, no foul. Out top, Laird fires from 3, no good. And it's the Panthers that get the ball. 12 seconds out on the break. Nice job on the layup by Colton Wadlow, who gets in the book. That should do it. Carterville not going to shoot. 65-34 is the final. Jerseyville Panthers knock off the Carterville Lions. The Wild Hog postgame show's next on News Radio, WJPF. Okay, that works. There won't be a coach's interview. I promise you, he won't come up. Just not a lot to say. And it's not that he won't come up, he will. Welcome back to Pinckneyville on a Saturday as we are about 15 minutes away from the noon hour here. As the Carterville Lions, they just got smoked by Jerseyville 65-34, a 31-point lead. It wasn't pretty from the beginning. Jerseyville starts off with 4 threes in the first 2 minutes of the contest and never looked back as they get the 65-34 win over the Carterville Lions.
Yeah, it was all by the same player, Hall. Hit all 4 threes, out to 12-0 lead. And Carterville, like you said, just never recovered. Shot the ball poorly again. I've got him for about 22, 23 turnovers unofficially. Just not a lot of good. Actually, nothing good about this game for Carterville. Too many turnovers, too many missed shots. Not very good defense, especially on the perimeter. Although I will say this, Jerseyville, at one point in that first half, had gone about 13 shots and only made 2. That's where Carterville had their opportunity to get back into this ball game.
They had a chance, even despite the fact that they got thumped coming right out of the gate. They stayed within 10-12 there that first quarter, even into the second. And again, it was just that the shooting flu that they've had off and on all season, where they just could not get the ball in the hole. We even talking with Shane Hawkins and the other coaching staff yesterday. This isn't the issue that Carterville has. I mean, Shane Hawkins is coaching his tail off with these guys. They shoot more than any team in practice, even like. It's not a conditioning deal.
Nope.
It is strictly a cold shooting touch. When you take the ball to the rack, you take the ball knowing that there's going to be contact. You anticipate the contact. And, when we look at what they had in the paint, it wasn't as bad today. Carterville winds up with 10 points in the paint. Jerseyville, though, has 22 points in the paint in this contest. And usually, to get out of a shooting slump, you just keep shooting, and eventually you hit that one big shot that breaks it open, and you can get rolling from that. That has not happened with these Lions teams. We've only had 2 games where the shooting has been decent, and both of them were wins over West Frankfort and last night over Trico. It's hard to watch. It's hard, I'm sure, for the players. It is frustrating. It is. I don't think it's. I can't say it's an effort issue. They've not laid down even in this game. They played till the end. Effort is not the issue with this team. It is strictly cold shooting, and you have to think at some point it's going to break, and maybe you get one more win, and then you get a second win that you can add to that, and maybe going into the playoffs at the end of the season, into regionals, maybe you can get on a bit of a roll.
Well, it becomes a mental thing too, because now when you take those shots from the outside, it's not about I got the confidence and I'm going to knock this down. It becomes a I hope this thing goes in. And
when it does go in, it's kind of a, oh, well, look at that. It went in.
Yeah. And
darn.
It is, sports is just as much a mental game as it is a physical game. And, you can't, as a coach, you can't in high school draft players. You can't sign free agents. You can't make trades. You have to play the cards you're dealt. And right now, the Lions just don't shoot very well as a team. Ford does well on the inside most games. Justin Johnson, when he's open, does well most games shooting from the outside. But after that, it's a pick. Sometimes Dylan Moore does. Sometimes Valerius does. There's just not that consistency that you need offensively. And to win games when you don't shoot well from the outside, you have to play very good defense to keep the games close and to keep the games low scoring. That didn't happen here today.
We are going to go on and take another break as we continue on our Wild Hog post-game show. The Wild Hog, they are your Carterville Lions post-game party headquarters for food and beverage. You stop by, they'll have drink specials and food specials. Where is the Wild Hog? We'll take that beautiful new Wolf Creek overpass in Carterville and then head to Commercial Drive, turn west. You'll run right into the Wild Hog. Bob and the gang, they'll take great care of you. Wear your Carterville Lions gear. They'll take 10% off your bill. And enjoy some great food. Every day they come up with something, a new special, and they have drink specials every day as well. We enjoy going there. That's the Wild Hog. That's wild with a Y, the Wild Hog in Carterville. We're going to continue on our Wild Hog postgame show. We're going to name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the Game next on News Radio WJPF. Aye. (65-34) was the final. The Jerseyville Panthers all over the Carterville Lions. We need to choose our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the Game. And I don't like doing this, but sometimes you just have to, where you have to give it to your opposition. And today, I think, Scott, we ought to give it to Blake Whitman, the 6'2 forward senior for the Jerseyville Panthers. He winds up with 18 points in the game. He got out and got that flush. Just rattled the rim there at the end of the game. There's a couple of players we could have given it to. I think Hall would have been a candidate for Jerseyville as he got them off to a fantastic start of the contest, but it was Whitman that seemed like he was the one that put the game away for them down the stretch.
Well, he was the leading scorer. He also was our leading rebounder with 6. He was shot 80% from the free throw line. I don't know, maybe he's going to drive the bus back to Jerseyville too. But he did everything, and Hall got him off to the great start, but Whitman's the one that kind of, after Jerseyville went to that dry spell, Whitman's the one that kind of stepped up and took control of the ball game. So Whitman's our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game.
Rain or shine, sleet or snow, you can call Joe. Call 534-8148. Owned by Joe and Lindsay McCann of Carterville. They have over 20 years of sales and service experience in Southern Illinois. They specialize in commercial, residential lawn care, landscape maintenance, tree trimming, snow removal. And that is Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, you can call Joe. Our Joe's Lawn Care star of the game goes to the Jerseyville Panthers. Blake Whitman, the 6'2 senior, winds up with 18 points in the contest. Carterville is going to play at 4 o'clock, and we are playing who?
We are playing Olney, who just lost to Sister Park before our game.
Coming up the next game here at the Duster Thomas, it looks like it's going to be the Pinckneyville Panthers and the Benton Rangers. And this will see who heads to the championship game tonight. This is going to be a dandy ball game. Still plenty of time to get to Pinckneyville and watch the action here this evening. We're going to go on and take one more break. We'll put a wrap on this contest. It's next on News Radio WJPF. Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson. Carterville Lions, they got, Scott, they just took a whooping today, 65-34, but can't lay around and pout about this. You got to get right back at it. Coming up at 4 o'clock, they're going to take on Olney in the final game for the Lions here at the Duster Thomas.
Well, Carterville can salvage things by winning this last game against Olney, go 2-2 on the tournament, hopefully get something rolling in next week against Sparta. But Carterville's going to have to come out and shoot the ball better, take care of the basketball. It will be both teams' fourth game in just a little over 24 hours. This is kind of a marathon, and you've got to come back. Hopefully Carterville's got some energy left to take on the Tigers.
You do bring up a good point. Get the win over Olney, 2-2 in this tournament. Next Friday night, the Sparta Bulldogs come to Carterville High School. You got a chance of winning that. Be on a 2-game roll. Then 2 weeks, we're right back here at Duster Thomas Gymnasium, Dick Corn Court, to take on the Pinckneyville Panthers, ranked in state, #1 in conference. You've got a couple of weeks to kind of work on some issues on your squad.
Yeah, because right after that, not only do you play Pinckneyville, a top-ranked team in the state, You 3 days later go into another grueling tournament at West Frankfort. We're in this where you're in the same pool with Marion, who just won the Carbondale Holiday Tournament, a Carroll team that's much better than normal, and a Heron team that may end up winning 3 in a row at El Dorado.
We're going to go on and get the heck out of here, and we will join you again about 3:45 this afternoon here on News Radio WJPF on our YouTube channel, as well as the Carterville Lions take on the Olney Tigers. For our producer engineer back at the station, Mr. Brian R. Powell, from our partner Scott Hudson, I'm Dave McKenzie. We'll talk to you this afternoon, 3:45. Thank you for listening to Lions basketball here on News Radio WJPF. Thanks, buddy. Talk to you this afternoon.